I was revealed more of my spiritual mathematical equation. And I know a lot of this stuff sounds far-fetched to people, but it all checks out in my life. So I really don't care what people think about it. So when my dad is a very hardworking man, and he always has been, but he's disabled and he can't hold a job because he's his disability, and it's been that way his whole life. Unfortunately, in a way, I mean, it's not my fault at all, but divine timing. Basically, my dad was injured because I took after him as wanting to be a singer and an entertainer and a funny guy, and also I was very hardworking. Well, they tried with my dad's oldest son because Chuck was also a singer, and he's sort of goofy and comical, and he, has glasses like my dad and all that kind of stuff, and it's similarities. But, I don't know how to put this into words. Basically, how animals are, when an animal grows, especially hives and packs and animals that travel like that, like the parent teaches the child what to do, and the child takes over, and they keep going in a smooth fashion like that. Well, in order to break that in people's soul chains, because we don't travel in packs, we have families, and we think that's where we go, and then we don't stick with our families, we go off, we join companies and all that stuff. But in the soul way of doing things like that, when there is a purposeful meaning, things will happen so far back in your past you won't believe it. Like, there's things that are from my generations ago that led up to me, but I can't put them into words because I don't know the people. That's the weirdest thing. But with my dad, basically, I would have taken after my dad if he would have had a certain job that he was with his whole life. It would have been one of those things where I was the son that would have followed after my dad's footsteps. So was my brother Chuck. I mean, we don't think that now, but we don't know because my dad wasn't working those steady jobs and doing all those things, and he didn't have that life, and he also had the drinking and the whatever, and that sort of came into play, and I am the only one of his children that did that. So, I mean, I'm not saying, because I drank and did acid and stuff like that, because that's it, but, I mean, a lot of key ingredients were basically my dad wasn't able to work so that I wouldn't follow him, so that I could follow my purpose. And my dad is also part of my purpose. So is my mom, for creating me, of course. I mean, I love them so much. I mean, I love them even more now, but I can't love them any more than I do. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I know these little things. And, if other people don't believe me, that's fine. I almost want to say I'm sorry to my dad, but it's not my fault. It's all meant to be this way. We can't go back and change anything anyway. But I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted to use that because it's something that I don't want to just have it in the back of my head. I want to have it recorded because it's very meaningful to me. And whether other people, believe it or not, I do, heart and soul. So, it was told to me. So I'm the one who was there to hear it, witness it, and observe it. So, anyway, talk to you later.